Hi guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by and for visiting me again on my channel. Guys, for those of you who are my returning subscribers, I thank you so much for your comments and for your likes and for coming again and again. For those of you who are stopping by for the first time, I do hope you will find something of interest on this channel and will consider subscribing in the near future. I would love to have you as a subscriber, or rather as a friend, on Wendy Wise Beauty. Guys, today we are going to spend the day with Victoria. I am going to give you my review, my thoughts about these 3 new fragrances from Victoria Beckham. I received these fragrances over, I would say, about 2 weeks ago. I wanted to do a review last week, but I was not ready. I wanted to wear these fragrances a bit more because due to the price point of this offering, I know people are very polarized about Victoria Beckham's price point. So I really wanted to take my time with this to make sure I was looking at all aspects before I posted my final impressions reviews about this fragrance line. So I ordered the sample set of 3 fragrances. It comes in the normal, Victoria Beckham. This is, I guess, a dust bag. I decided to order this sample box. It was costing 30 euros for 3 2-milliliter samples. I have already used this and unboxed it, unpacked it, but I just wanted you guys to see what you get for this 30 euros in the sample pack. And then this is the box that the fragrances are in, and when you opened it, the 3 samples are inside 2-milliliter samples. So it is not anything special. I mean, it's glass, but other than that, and there are 3 cards in here describing the fragrances. By the way, Victoria Beckham's line, this fragrance line, I'm not gonna go very much into this, but she does say, these fragrances are memories of her rendezvous with David Beckham when they were courting. They kept their relationship secret and they would meet in these hidden places. And these fragrances are, I guess, memories, of these events. I mean, fragrances do evoke, very strong memories. I mean, for me, every time I spray Jardin de Bagatelle, I am always reminded of the 90s. It is the Melrose Place era. I just started working. I am wearing a micro miniskirt. I mean, Jardin de Bagatelle, for me, it always reminds me of this era in time, big perfumes, and so I thought this was very nicely done. You can say the whole idea of how Victoria Beckham came up with these fragrances and what they are supposed to represent. I will not go into the pricing now. I am going to review the fragrances, tell you how I am feeling about them, and then we will discuss at the end of this video whether or not I think the pricing of these fragrances are justified. So the first fragrance we are going to start with, it is this one. I will leave a picture of the actual packaging on top. This one, it is called Portofino 97. I think this is the one where they secretly met each other on the beach in Italy in Portofino. And it says it is supposed to be a secret escape, the seductive scent of desire. Let us see. I have a lot of notes on these fragrances. By the way, these fragrances are cruelty-free. They are vegan, they are soy-free, and they are nut-free. So you will not get any kind of allergies from them. It says they are made in the USA and designed in France. You know, it sounds like a water cooker when they say designed in Germany but made in China. I don't know, but I assume the composition, yeah, the scent, the nose behind the fragrance, who's doing the composition, and the fragrances were made in the US. Portofino 97, it is a citrus amber vetiver fragrance. This fragrance, it goes on the opening. It is quite fresh, and the opening is, you can say, leaning more masculine. And honestly, when I looked at the fragrance notes on the website of Victoria Beckham, prior to ordering, I was thinking, oh, these fragrances, they are leaning, it's sounding very masculine, the notes. But Portofino, this fragrance really surprised me. The top note, yeah, it is Calabrian bergamot and black pepper. The heart note, it is amber, incense, and sea notes. And the base note, it is musk, patchouli, and vetiver. Guys, when I tried this scent, and after maybe about a few minutes, I was going nuts. I was like, which fragrance does this remind me of? And finally, it came to me. This fragrance, Portofino 97, it is quite similar to Frederic Malle's Dries van Noten. It is, in my opinion, guys, a better version, a more feminine version, and a more wearable version of Dries van Noten. It is a beautiful fragrance. I actually have my decant here of Dries van Noten. This is a fragrance that I like, but it was always leaning too masculine with a bit of spiciness. And I never bought a full bottle. I always bought decants. However, this fragrance, Portofino 97, is for me the perfect Dries. I have also seen reviews where people have said Portofino 97 reminds them of Byredo Balda Freak. I honestly do not get this. I have this here, my decant of Balda Freak, and it might be in the same direction, but this fragrance, it's a lot warmer. It does not have this yummy, soft, beautiful vetiver note that you get in Portofino 97. Guys, for me, Portofino 97, it is a beautiful fragrance. After this fragrance has been on the skin for about, I would say, 15 minutes, it is just so beautiful, it is sophisticated, it is a clean scent. It is not as spicy as the notes would lead you to believe. It is really, for me, a very nice, wearable, not masculine leaning vetiver scent. It is a scent that one needs to try. It is not for everyone. Her rendition of Vetvia, this I find to be a bit more special. She has perfected it in this one. The next scent, I hope I can say this correctly, it is San Ysidro Drive. It is the fragrance, I guess, when she moved to California, and it says it is a burst of energy, a new beginning, the healing power of perfume. This one, it is described as a saffron rose amber. For me, this is, I would say, a saffron rose fragrance. The opening of this fragrance has peony and passion fruit, and it does impart a certain sense of well-being, like it mimics the sun. The opening of this fragrance, it is beautiful, but then the fragrance, it quickly morphs into a rose saffron scent. This fragrance, I have it on here and I have had it on my skin for about half an hour. The opening is very strong, but then the fragrance, it mellows down quite quickly. The notes, the base note of this fragrance, it is agarwood and black amber. The oud in this fragrance, this is not really an oud fragrance. Also, when I looked at the notes on here, I was thinking the oud and the black amber would make this very heavy. It is not. It is this one out of the three fragrances. I would say this one probably has the most projection, but it is nothing that you would say is beast mode. It is a very well blended fragrance. If you are expecting an oud fragrance, this is not it. It is barely there, this oud note. This is the dry down. It is really rose and saffron. It is a beautiful fragrance, but I have so many saffron fragrances with oud and rose. I do not really need this fragrance in my collection. However, if you are someone who's afraid of oud, but you are still wanting to try the note, and you are also wanting a nice, I would say, fragrance with some spice and a little bit of a touch of the Orient, this might be one. This, it is pretty, but at the same time, it is not so, I would say, original. The opening is beautiful, but it is a pity that it does not linger a bit longer. This one, I tried it, I said, oh my God, this is beautiful, lovely. But the second, third time I tried this fragrance, after half an hour, I'm like, I have this already. The next fragrance, this one, it is called Sweet 302. And I think this is when they met in Paris. It says an alluring rendezvous, the enticing escape. I don't want to read this whole card. I mean, if I was into spice and what's his name, David, maybe it would remind me, you know, of their whole romance or whatever. Guys, from the three fragrances, this one was, I would say, the most interesting, different, where I could say this is Victoria's composition. This is a very sexy, I would say, naughty fragrance. This one, it is described as black cherry, leather and tobacco leaves. It has a very soft indole notes. And with indole notes, I mean this sometimes you can say very naughty, this a little bit smell of, some people say sex, you know, that you get sometimes with musk fragrances. For example, this fragrance here, it's called Musk Ravageur, and this one is also from Frederic Malle. This is a musk fragrance, and this is the mother of all indole fragrances. This fragrance here from Victoria Beckham, it has a slight indole note. It is there, but it is not offensive. It is wearable. She does say it is an erotic melange of red peppercorn and cherry. This fragrance, yeah, it does not have any jasmine. However, it has black cherry and red peppercorn in the opening note. The heart note, it is violets and rose. On the base note, it is tobacco and black leather. I guess this is what really adds this sexiness to this fragrance. And I would just like to say again, yeah, the notes of this fragrance, which is tobacco and black leather and black cherry and red pepper, it sounds like it is this spice bomb. But it is not the fragrance. It is very well blended, and it smells so expensive, so sophisticated. Guys, this is a naughty date night fragrance, but you could also wear this in daytime and play. This is, for me, out of the 3 scents, this is very, I would say, original. I have not really come across this fragrance, and I think this is why I appreciate it so much. Guys, what she says about this fragrance, that it conjures up the sumptuous spirit of whirlwind weekends in Paris, you know, in this Sweet 102. I can imagine if she created this fragrance from the memories of this, they must have had a fabulous time in Sweet 302. So these are the 3 fragrances, okay? My final thoughts on these fragrances, are they worth it? Guys, I have a lot of products from Victoria Beckham, and in the beginning, her price point, you know, the first time she came out with her line, I was expecting prices in the, I would say, price class of maybe other celebrities, you know, maybe Britney Spears, I don't know. But her products were very expensive. I didn't try them for quite some time. The first thing I got was a lipstick from Victoria Beckham, which I am wearing at the moment. This one is Moody. I got this lipstick, and the packaging was so posh that I got this bronzer. And then I realized, you know, Victoria Beckham, she is a celebrity, but her products are high quality and they are luxury products. So with that said, when I saw the prices of these fragrances, I said to myself, Victoria has lost her mind, because these fragrances, they are in the price range of luxury niche fragrances. Her fragrances are priced in the same range as Guerlain Exclusives or Frederic Malle. Guys, I am going to tell you like it is. 50 milliliters of these fragrances is costing, let me see, I wrote it down so I do not forget. 50 milliliters is 200 euros, and 100 milliliters is 290 euros. These fragrances are quite good quality, high quality fragrances. They are not what you would say frou-frou, everyday celebrity compositions that are being sold at a much higher price. I would probably not pay 180 euros for this San Ysidro Drive. I think this fragrance, it is a quality fragrance, but you can find something in that direction for a bit cheaper. In terms of the other two fragrances, this fragrance, Sweet 302, after you spend time with the fragrance, the manner in which this fragrance develops, this is different. It is a new composition. This fragrance, really, I did not sniff it and then I said, do I have this? Does this smell like blah, blah, blah? I sprayed this fragrance. It captivated me. It kept me interested. I was thinking of, where can I wear this? Oh, wouldn't it be nice if I wore this here and there? And I immediately, it's a fragrance, I sniffed it and I wanted to discuss it. This fragrance, I would pay the price for. Honestly, I am someone, I would pay for fragrances what I would not pay for clothes. Yeah, I mean, it is just, we all have our different loves and our different, we have priorities for what we pay for certain items depending on what they mean to us. My fragrances do give me a lot of joy when I am playing with them, I am sampling them, I am discussing them with my fragrance friends. I do not get this type of satisfaction from clothing. So fragrances for me are very, I would say, personal, beautiful things. So this one I would. The other fragrance that I think is worth the price for me, I love the smell of vetiver and vetiver base fragrances, but they are always too masculine. They were not done properly. I would buy this in the 50 milliliter. For this one, I would probably wait, and I will. I hope Victoria does have a sale during Christmas time, because I will have these two fragrances on my Christmas list. There is another celebrity, I believe, who has fragrances in the prices from 200. I tried them, and on first sniff on my skin, I said to myself, this is a $50 department store fragrance. You are paying 200 because of the name. I did not feel this way with these fragrances. Like I said, I don't even have the packaging in my hands, which is normally, I think, part of the whole allure with Victoria Beckham products. I hope when I get this, it doesn't disappoint. Like I said, I hope the packaging, it is glass, and I would be ecstatic if it was the outside tin, like this bronzer compact. Yeah, this is so robust and heavy. I think for these 3 samples, I think 30 euros is a bit too much. She should probably do something like, if you buy the samples and you purchase one of the fragrances, you get the 30 euros back. By the way, I would just like to put it out there. On some perfume review sites, yeah, and perfume lover sites, there are a lot of reviews of these fragrances from people who have not even tried them. And I do think a lot of these reviews are trolling, so please be careful when you are reading those reviews. I know when it comes to Victoria, people are always very polarized, but I think if people are going to write reviews, they should at least try the fragrances. I see people writing reviews from other people's reviews. It is a bit crazy. Anyway, guys, this is it. Take care. Hope to see you again soon. And let me know your thoughts on Miss Victoria's fragrances. Cheers!